We are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. And we are underway in Buffalo. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Young wasting no time, right to the air. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down. But you look at this Bronco defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here is Young. That's complete. Roma Dunze. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Bills at 4-3, a game over 500. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Now here's Young. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Young. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were strong last week, CD, in that win over New England.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
And now an audible here into something else. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man, there's Darnell Washington. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. An audible here to get a new look. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
When you look at this Bronco defense,
they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl it. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
T.J. Watt, the all-pro, in there to take him down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass all the way.
Young now.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
2nd and 4. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. The slot man in motion right.
Young going to give it up on the touch pass.
And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Rome Odunze
with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Bills take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, but both of those units in there kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
They're going to look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Slot man moves right. Looking to throw.
That is caught.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
They'll send Watson in motion right.
They'll look to throw again. And a dump off here to Robinson. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Here's 2nd and 3. Robinson up the middle.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. He'll look to throw. Here's a diving catch right side. Pitch and catch there good for 13. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and get the 1st down.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
Christian Watson
From 3 yards out.
And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
To throw, Young.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Young.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. It'll be Young again. Flushed out right.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
Young to throw it.
A pass complete to Odunze.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Young. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Bills have taken the lead.
Extra point by Bass. Up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
On first down, he'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Touchdown, Broncos!
Christian Watson.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Broncos have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
Final play of the half, Young. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
2nd and 6.
Open man here, Schwartz, complete.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
Oh, he shifts past him. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. They'll look to throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Back to the ground with Robinson. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Back to throw here. Buying time to his left. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
2nd and 4. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Bills are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Young will set to throw. Short throw to Smith. No gain on the play. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Young now.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Garrett Wilson, 72 yards. And the Bills have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And this throw. Late as he couldn't reach back for it. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw. Steps away to his left. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds. Saved it.
Back now in Buffalo. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd and 7. They're going to look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. And now they'll shift things around. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Albert O. With career touchdown number 96, he joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready. Cougar 19.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Let's go.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Young.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
79 Bronco. 19 tight. 19 tight. Check go.
Young with it. 3rd and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year.
And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the 4th as the kick is away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And he goes out right around the 39.
83 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Again, it's Robinson. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Handoff now to Robinson.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
3rd down, and they're going to try the jet sweep.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Dancing to his left. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Could this be the drive that ultimately wins the game? How about the initiative he just took there? Running with it after he couldn't find a throwing lane, and he drove them into range for a game-winning field goal with that play. What an opportunity they've been presented to come through with the win.
On the give, here's Robinson.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Here comes second down and 5.
They'll run here with Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Now 1st and goal.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good. Trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And it'll be all smiles on Blake Street tonight. The Broncos have won it.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight